Hey church, it's TJ. This week I preached on week 4 of our Inside Out series, and we talked about the emotion of fear. And we talked about how fear is something that is normal and can even be good, but that often fear gets too big and it prevents us from doing the things that God has called us to do. And so we looked at the story of Gideon in Judges chapter 6 and how God called Gideon to tear down idols in the nation and to lead the people of Israel to freedom, and how even though Gideon was afraid, Gideon still chose to act, and he chose to trust the word and the command of God. And ultimately what Gideon did was that he put God first in his life. And so the main idea that we talked about was that when God is in charge in our lives, fear is not. When God is ruling and leading our hearts, then fear cannot. And so we want to remember that God is in charge. And we talked about a few things that we can remember. First, that we can remember that God is the ultimate power, that he is bigger than anything that we could fear. We talked about how we remember that God loves us, that he cares about us, that he's on our team and on our side. And lastly, we talked about how to remember that God has already won, that in the gospel, Jesus has already defeated everything that we could be afraid of. So if you want to watch the whole message, check it out on our YouTube page or at crosschurchdenton.org.